Moore's new chief of police, Todd Gibson, stepped into the role on April 1st, right in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic.
Jumping into this position during this unique time in history absolutely has its challenges. But one of the fortunate things for me is that my previous job working as the sheriff, it was something I was dealing with on a daily basis anyway. There were a lot of strategies, a lot of protocols that were being put into place in law enforcement as a whole. And so stepping in here with the great leadership we have here, with the great men and women we have at the Moore Police Department, really makes my job easy to step in during this transition of COVID-19 and this time in history, because they are a great, bright group of individuals that already have a lot of quality things in place, a lot of the strategies and protocols in place. I just have to come in and ensure that we're keeping on task and staying the same course.
Chief Gibson left the role of Cleveland County Sheriff to come to Moore.
Previous to that, I spent time as the Cleveland County Sheriff, and prior to that I had spent the majority of my law enforcement career at Norman Police Department, where I worked all different ranks and retired from Norman Police Department as a captain or a division commander.
Chief Gibson considers his life in law enforcement as much more than just a job or a career.
Law enforcement as a calling is exactly right. For somebody to be successful in law enforcement, they have to recognize that there's an internal desire, an internal calling to want to help people, to want to do good. And my entire life I've really wanted to stand up for others that couldn't stand up for themselves. I don't like a bully. And so law enforcement was a great opportunity to make an impact on my community and make an impact on people's lives.
In addition to his role as the top officer in the Moore Police Department, Chief Gibson is also a resident of the city.
I moved to Moore in 2006. I have my wife of 23 years, and then I have 4 children, one in college and 2 high schoolers and an 8th grader. They go to community Christian school down in Norman, and my daughter plays soccer at Mid-America Christian University.
One of the things that attracted Gibson to the job was the tremendous respect from across the state for Moore and its police department.
You know, Moore is a great community with a tremendous reputation as a positive place to be. And I never envisioned myself being the chief of police here in Moore. I was doing a lot of things as sheriff. We were making a lot of forward progress, kind of propelling the sheriff's office into modern policing. But when you look across the state of Oklahoma, the chief of police for Moore Police Department, it is one of the most coveted law enforcement positions in the state of Oklahoma. It's not the Oklahoma City chief, it's not the Tulsa chief, it's the Moore chief of police position. That is a job that anyone in law enforcement in this state would want. And so when the opportunity came to me, I decided to take a leap of faith and apply for the process, and was fortunate enough to be selected and lead this great organization.
The main thing Chief Gibson hopes people understand about the Moore Police Department is that he and all of the department's officers view themselves as servants of the community.
What I would want them to know is that, we're here for them. If they need anything from us, please call us. Don't hesitate to call us. But more importantly than that, that we want to be as much a part of the community, we want to be engaged with the community, and we want a strong relationship with the people that we work for. Because like I said before, we are in the service industry, and we are only as good as the support that we have from our community, from our city leaders. We're very blessed, very fortunate in our community that we have strong community support. We have great city leadership from the city council, from other city department heads, great support from the city manager, and that's unique to Moore if you compare it to a lot of different places. And so what we want from the community is just for them to know that we're always here, and that we will always be ready to serve and not to hesitate to call. But more importantly, that we want to be engaged with them, and we want a strong relationship with them.